Namaste, oneness, infinite gratefulness for existence. I want to share with you why I have decided to finally go to the dentist. Now, what makes that so important that needs a video? Well, it has to do to the fact that as a vegan, natural, spiritual being like me, it concerns a lot of people because we are following our natural methods, and in this case, go to the dentist is nothing natural or like the way we should be applying to. So this video is for that purpose, for everyone that is like, do I go to the dentist or not, in the case of that we are this type of beings. So you're gonna find out everything right now. Stay tuned. I have been avoiding on going to the dentist since I am awakened, because I know the truth and that the results of life is not in the doctors or in the hospitals or wherever. We should follow our natural methods, as I have been always guiding people to do that and to initiate people to do so. And in this case, I am about to go to the dentist once and for all, because I am this type of being that since child I always had problems with the teeth. And how is that possible when as a child you are still like growing and you still didn't have so much time to damage yourself, and I was already very poor with my teeth. So my mom says yes, it's genetic because my brothers also have, and she has, and her mother also. But I don't like the word genetic, but maybe there is only two things that could lead to what happened, or to what's happening, which is, or it is really genetic and we pass that through DNA, which I consider, yes, we pass through DNA, but it doesn't mean that you are obligated to born with it as genetic. So genetic is something that you cannot choose. It's like, yeah, so it's like karma. So I don't like so much this genetic concept, but in the process of like wherever we are, we pass through DNA. That could be so passing something genetically, let's say, through DNA, or I decided to born with this, because we decide which womb, which parents to born in this earth. So only one, or either one or either the other. So that's what I would like to find out, if I really decided to born like this, or it's really something like genetically. But in my case, I have been having a lot of problems all the time with my teeth. So tooth decay, and this is all bad bacteria. So for example, we are made of bacteria. And then you say, yeah, but from where did I pick up this bad bacteria? Well, actually, your good bacteria can transform into bad bacteria by the simple fact that you are consuming something, and this something, even if, for example, there's many reasons, it could be acidic food, too much acidic food, sugars, processed, whatever, all these types of things that could lead to your bacteria to transform into bad bacteria. So that's where it starts to grow bad bacteria instead of good bacteria. And the bad bacteria, if they are strong enough, they can lead and transform the good bacteria into more bad bacteria. So that's how it multiplies. So the root cause of all this could be the fact that I never went to the dentist for remove the root cause of the thing. So I was almost, because I was poor, so I didn't have a lot of money. So every appointment I had, it was always to, let's choose the cheapest. So instead of removing the root cause of something, I always, let's, how you say, remove the sensory of the teeth, so the nerve. So it's like, we say desvitalizar. It could be something similar, vitalize or unvitalize, I don't know. Something that removes the nerves and the sensitivity of these teeth, but this will not remove the root cause. So I think that's the root cause of my problem, because I never went to the dentist to kill the root cause or to remove, so that afterwards, whatever I do to my health conditions to the teeth, I will be taking care of my teeth. So right now I am taking very good care of my teeth, but it looks like the bad bacteria, it's gaining over the good bacteria. So whatever I do, it's like always I'm constantly losing even more and more and more. So whatever I do, it's just keeping the bacteria to not come, but it's just a battle that I'm winning, but they are winning the war. It looks like this. So if I remove the root cause with the dentist, I think whatever I do next, it's gonna take good care of my teeth. So right now, doesn't matter whatever I do. Yeah, it's good, because I think the conditions that my teeth are, I'm not gonna show you, because I'm really like shy to show my teeth, because they are such in bad conditions. And I never like, maybe there's a phase of my life where I took drugs and everything, but even though, before I was already having problems. So that's why I'm like this with the teeth, because I didn't choose to have these teeth already like this, you know, in the way that if I choose, it could be, but it's a really a little bit weird to know that we like to damage ourselves, but could be for such an experience or something. But I'm just telling you that even as a vegan or natural or spiritual, wherever you are, sometimes we should accept and honor such a work from someone, because we are here to help each other. And right now I'm going to a dentist, so we are here to share our knowledge, our experience, and our wisdom with the next as one. So for example, if you come to this video, you are also looking for searching or looking for something, or looking to listen for something, where I'm gonna guide you or give you such a message where you are needing, and then for example you're gonna give to another one, and this is the circle of life. So in this case I'm gonna go with the circle of life of the dentist, and that's gonna be the first time since I am awakened in 4 years, and I never went really to a dentist to, like, one time I went just for cleaning, but this is nothing compared to remove the root cause. So I never went too deep in my teeth, and every time I went, it's just like one time, and then the other never come almost. I never really was, I was never able to really go deep and make a real good treatment. So this time, if I go, then I go 100%, which means I'm gonna treat the whole mouth and repair the whole mouth, and if I have to put whole new teeth, I'm gonna put. Because if I do it for 100%. I'm not just gonna stay for 10% and that's all, no. And also I'm gonna know if comparing to, I'm gonna speak with him and ask all the questions, to see which treatment he's going to use, if he's going to use fluoride, and all this I need to know. What water he's going to use in this process, and because I have to feel good. And if I don't feel good in this, then I go to another one till I find the right one. And when I find the right one, and I can speak with him and he can understand me, I'm gonna tell him everything about my lifestyle, what I am, what I do to myself, so that he can understand what's the root cause of all this. Why, even with such an alkaline diet and everything, why I keep having more bad bacteria coming instead of good bacteria in my teeth and building up. And also, in the situation that my mouth is with the teeth, I think he's gonna say, I don't know how you're still alive, because there's people that die with infection, teeth infection. And I have openings because every teeth is connected to the organs in our body. Each teeth is connected to a certain part of our bodies. Now imagine, if I have an opening there and the decay and the bad bacteria travels and goes to my organs, I can die. So I think he's gonna say, I don't know how you're still alive. And as you are alive, that means you really were lucky, or what you did was really incredible, because normally you would die. Like the situation you are now, you would die. Without go to the dentist and remove the root cause, you would die. So I have that feeling. So let's see what he's gonna say. If he can help me with his wisdom, knowledge, and experience. If it can match with what I know and what I am, so that there's a comprehension, or he can even say, I don't know what's the root cause of all this. But let's see, let's hope for the best. And yeah, I hope even to make a whole treatment in my mouth, even though I have created music to repair teeth. So it's not that I don't believe anymore. I believe, and I have no doubt that it's really possible to regenerate the teeth and everything. But the thing is, if you don't remove the root cause, it's going to be very difficult, because you're going to fight against a war. So it's like, for example, a plant. You are trying to grow a plant, and this plant has like a small insect or a small being which is eating the plant from inside. Now, what this is making is that the plant is becoming decay from within to out. So from the interior to the exterior. So whatever you do to this plant, like you give love, you give music, you give all you have, nutrition and everything, it's going to be very hard for this plant to grow, because something is eating it from inside. So without you removing the root cause of this is going to infect this plant, and it's going to infect the whole plantation you have. So what I'm doing is removing the root cause of it. Now, what I'm going to do next, then perhaps I don't need any more a dentist, of course, but at least the root cause I have to remove. So this is the message I want to lead to you. Removing the root cause is part of the ascension or spiritual journey you have. So even in the energy, sometimes you are this type of being that you are always out of energy. And sometimes it's something that is sucking your energy, something that you didn't resolve or you didn't accept. It's like a karma. So without you removing the root cause of this, wherever you do meditate, you cannot overcome this, because you have to remove the root cause of this. Sometimes you have a certain blockage in this chakra, and wherever you do, it's still there. So you have to remove the root cause. Sometimes you go to a healer, and then you are relieved, and you say, whoa, what the fuck? Whatever I did before never happened, like 10 years, and now you come and remove. It's because this person or this moment removed the root cause. So the root cause is something that exists physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's like a karma. It's like karma, a bad karma. So we have to transform the bad karma into a good karma. So wherever you are being sucked out it's bad karma. And whatever you are receiving, that's good karma. So it's not that what you give is bad karma, no. Giving and receiving is good karma. But whatever you are being sucked out, that's bad karma. So whatever you did, not wrong, but badly, like in a way of without the love into it, so without the joy, you're gonna have bad karma about this. So for example, if you did very bad to someone, it's not that you're gonna pay for that, but if you didn't do it through love to this person and you really wanted to affect this person in a way of so negative, you're gonna transform that into a bad karma to you. So then you're gonna have something to remove as a root cause. Sometimes you did that when you were a teenager, and then you forget about that and you continue your life, you awaken and you are a spiritual being, and then you want to overcome something, like to go beyond, and you cannot, and then you don't know, and then you go to a healer, you search and everything. Sometimes people are like 10 years searching for something and they do not know, and sometimes they go to someone very simple or a healer or whatever, and they just do a certain massage and they arrive, hey, there's a blockage here. And then you start to have this experience of the moment you were there and say, whoa. And then it's like you had a dream, and then instead of keep going and leaving this person like that, you will overcome this and say, hey, I forgive myself, I'm sorry, and this. Even if you didn't do that in reality, but you did it mentally. So then you will pass that and transform that bad karma into good karma. And that's how you remove root causes of things. So in this case, I'm going to remove physically the root cause of something. And yeah, I also have lead in my teeth. I think, what the fuck is that? Nowadays you cannot put that in the teeth. But yeah, I have it. So now that I'm thinking about that, it's like, is this making me more weak in my meditations and everything to reach more goals? Because really, it's like a contamination, because it's like fluoride, you know. Imagine to have fluoride teeth. No, fluoridated teeth, it's something that they are calcified. But I mean, teeth made of fluoride, because it's a metal. So lead, it's a contagious metal now. They don't even use anymore in the gasoline. So imagine, I still have that in my teeth and I was never removed. So I'm gonna ask him to remove this and never put such things in my teeth. And I'm gonna have a real good conversation with him, and I hope that he understands me very well in every situation, because this is very serious. And if I overcame all this time, all this by myself, without any aid, exterior aid, that's very good actually. But let's see if this is the cause of almost, sometimes I feel like struggling in my meditations. Maybe could be, we never know. So removing the root cause is one of the most principles in life, and this is also the principle of this video. Finally, going to the dentist to remove the root cause of the situation of life or whatever, and removing the root cause to allow ascension. Let's call this video like this. Yeah, this is the message I want to share with you. I also want to share with you that I have been a little bit down, because I think like sometimes things do not always work in the way I not expect, because I know expectations always lead us to drown. It's not reality. So yeah, I have been a little bit down because I feel like lately I'm a little bit disconnected from God, even though I'm not, but it looks like, because, you know, I wished I could just activate my God being and do not need such dentists or doctors or whatever to do things in my life. So this is just a part of the dentist. Now I overcame, I accept, I'm going. But also the fact that, for example, when comes everything at the same time, like my twin flame, now came the email for her because of the appointment she made for the visa, and she has to wait 2.5 months. I was expecting like something for 1 week or two. Now, no, I have to wait 2 months, 2 weeks. It's gonna be winter when she comes here. It's so crazy. And then my Locos Motivos channel is growing subscribers, but then I decided to go like every 3 days I upload. But even though before it was already going very down, like poof, the money on the channel, the views and the watch minutes all going down, and I don't understand these things sometimes. And when it comes all at the same time, it looks like I feel like weak and I don't feel God at all because I'm not able to control these things. And yeah, that's why I was feeling a little bit more down. But then I spoke with my mom, I spoke with my twin flame, and I'm speaking with you in this video, and now I'm a little bit better. And yeah, all this together sometimes makes us go down, even though people see me as a master. But what I want to share with you is I am exactly the same like you are. I'm not better or higher than you, or you are higher than me. There's not such thing as that. There's just the comprehension of that we are all here to help each other. So I need your help and you need my help. That's the thing. Sometimes we have to be hard, like I don't need your help. That's to be rude. But actually we all need help. And we need to focus our mind, because this is the main point of consciousness, the mind. The soul, it's like it's God and it's a little bit distant from us, even though it's not, but it looks like. The body looks like the thing that it's more connected to us, because we feel that we are inside the body, but actually it is not. The body is the thing that it's more away from us. The mind is the midpoint, the center point, and the soul is what is more connected to us, but even though it feels not like that, because of the illusions of life. And in order to achieve that, the soul is all about connection. We have to reconnect ourselves with the soul, which is reconnect ourselves like with God, because it's the same thing. God looks like it's distant from you, right? But in reality, it's living inside you, even though it doesn't feel like that all the time. So we have to remember how to reconnect with God, which is reconnect with the soul. Focus our mind, which is the equilibrium of the mind. This is the secret of life. We have to recalibrate or balance the mind. And the body is the temple. We have to take care of it. So right now I'm going to take care of the temple, because otherwise I cannot keep going on that. And I know I am a very strong being in such equilibrium with the mind, because I overcome such almost impossible things in life. And I completely changed my life, so I have just to be proud of myself, not to be ashamed of myself, you know. So that's these things, these illusions of life that makes us think that we are not worthy, we are unworthy, and we are not God at all. But actually, if I start to analyze everything I already did in this life, I'm a God. I am a God. And you are God. So we are all one God. So I cannot be ashamed of myself. Because, for example, I learned how to control the mind in so many ways. One of them was my awakening, because I completely let go of smoking from one day to the other, just using the mind. In this moment, I wasn't aware of how to be the soul, you know, so I completely use the mind. So I put my mind in a way like, from tomorrow I will never smoke again, and it's finished. I will not pick up a cigarette anymore. And then like a fight, but never again. And it was the same with cigarettes, with smoking, with alcohol, with drugs, with becoming vegan, no more animals, all from one day to the other, man, like poof, finish. And this was the power of the mind. So I have to be very proud of myself, because really this takes a lot of effort to overcome such things in this reality of illusions. So my mind is really like in perfect equilibrium to be able to do that, even though I was not awakened. So I was very fresh awakened, and I start to use the powers of the mind like that. And yeah. So this is the message. And I have more things to come, which is, I know that I am a very small channel right now, and but numbers sometimes do not count on this kind of purpose. And I am a being that believes a lot in myself, which then leads to share my knowledge, wisdom, and experience with all of you. So I know part of my purpose. I feel my purpose. And my purpose is me, that I brought myself purpose, because God doesn't send purpose to everyone, to someone. God does not do anything other than being ourselves, each other, each one of us. So God does not send people, does not send light workers. We send ourselves as a light workers or wherever we are. And this is going to be another video. But what I'm going to share with you is that I have some goals in this life, and right now I have some ideas and things that I want to bring to reality that are now here inside and here. And yeah, things like books. So I'm going to start to write books. As I am a music creator, sounds a little bit weird to start to write books, but everything is one. You know, what's the difference from writing a music or composing a music, or write a book or composing a book? You know, writing a book or write a music, compose a music or compose a book. Yes. Well, it's like sometimes we say, it's hard, it's difficult, it's impossible. No, it's not. We just have to change the perception of it. So once I start to put into my mind and my heart and say, look, maybe it's not that hard to make a book. It's just the illusion that's telling me that I cannot. Just because I know how to do music. Before I didn't know how to do music, and now I know. So now that I don't know how to do a book, I'm also gonna know. And I put in myself that I'm grateful for knowing how to write a book and how to publish a book and everything I need to know. And what happened? In the next day I received an email from a company who helps you in all the steps from the beginning of knowing nothing till the moment of publishing the book, and even sell your book, even physically, a physical book, and online book. So this is perfect, and it's like they guide you in all steps. So you see, the message came to me. So wherever you think you don't know, just put into your heart and say, and focus your mind and say, look, I am grateful for knowing how to take care of this, or how to be this, and how to become this. And experience it. Experience it like you know already. And if you are doubting this, or you are like not sure about this, then help someone to reach that. Then you're going to say, oh, I'm going to help someone to reach that which I want and I don't know. By doing that, you're going to start to know how to be that. And then you're going to start to feel how it is to be that. And you're going to start to experience how to be that. And then you're going to experience that which I received. So if you want to go from, there's two ways. Or you put and focus your mind and your heart into something and be grateful for it by knowing. So whatever you are grateful for it, you are creating to be. So this is how you manifest with God. And this is the heart, or the thymus. So the mind is just a focus point. It's the concentration point. So it's like you have to create from your heart and concentrate by balance your mind, and then you become the soul with that, because you need the connection between the body and the mind to be the soul. You can go directly to the soul, but then you can have some problems because your mind is not focused on something. Because the mind is the midpoint of all the thoughts. So all the thoughts are coming to the mind. So if you don't have a balanced mind or a focused mind, the thoughts is going to lead you to other creations, which you do not want, because you don't want to be every thought you have. You want to be one. So you have to choose one thought and become that. So if you focus, be mindfulness, is to be in this present moment, and pick up a thought or create a thought from your heart. So you create, instead of receiving thoughts, you create the thought. So you create the first thought from your heart. So you create from the soul, you bring to the mind, and then you focus your mind on that, and then you put the body into knowing how to be that. And that's how you connect the Trinity into one. So in the next morning I just received an email. So it was like less than 24 hours. So I'm not saying that you're going to do that in 24 hours, but I mean, it could be very fast, or it depends all on your being, on your perception and everything. So yeah, I'm going to start to write books and sell books, like chapters and moments, like the book of manifestation through Ivo Artur, and all my secrets and everything that I experience in my life I will share in books. So it's going to be live, both physically and online, and I think it's a great idea. I hope to bring that very soon. Of course there's a small investment on it, depending on the number of books I will produce, and it also has the marketing on it. Of course I want to sell the biggest online shops, and also the biggest physical shops there is, so that the book is available for a lot of people in the world. So this needs a certain investment. So right now I'm going to invest on myself, on my health, and perhaps very soon I'm going to be writing books. I think that's a very good idea. That makes me more alive, and why not, you know? Why just music? If I like to make videos and share my knowledge, experience and wisdom, that's all about books also. So I think they are one, music, books. I think they are not separate. When you are in a beautiful music, you are also in a beautiful book. So you are living a book. And wherever you are reading a book, you also like to listen to music. So they are one, you know. And it's just an illusion that everything is separate. And yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize for the long video, but I think it's worthy. And if it's not worthy, just put in the comments and say, long video, not hot. Yeah, yeah, I wish everything is going to be alright. Tell me in the comments below what you think about the mudras videos, because I tend to do it more about them, because I already know a lot about mudras and they really work. And yeah, I'm now also selling them in my website, so that if you wish to remember every time you need, without internet, without ads, and without needing to go to the YouTube, it's available now in every single mudra video. You're gonna see the link below in the comments, or you go to the online store and it's available over there, so you can download it. And yeah, that's also an idea. And also I'm gonna start to sell the animations in Locos Motivos, so the animations I do in the video in the Locos Motivos, which I think is pretty cool. Sometimes you want to have an animation and use with another music or whatever, and have it in your smartphone or computer to put into play and loop. I think I'm gonna try to sell some and see if the people like to have it, or to use on their own videos and channels and everything. And yeah, that's all goals in my life and that are coming. So I hope to have much more to offer you, not just to become all the time the same thing. And yeah, I wish you that you feel your heart, and that if you want to be part of my process, then stay tuned for all the videos and all what I share with you, which I feel very honored and happy for that. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you right now. And my name is Ivo Artur. This is WAAO Love. We are all one. Infinite gratefulness for existence. Namaste.